You're up. I saw, the Coulton and Paul Storm when you guys first came to Richmond, not on your tour with They Might Be Giants, but when you came solo. Exactly.
There they are. Yeah. Just trust that it's funny.
It was. You had to be there. But as some of your probably bigger fans in the Richmond area, we're happy that you guys came. And I was wondering, when you guys are on tour, as well as when you're home, if you guys are just taking a stroll, are people going to recognize you, and how does that make you feel?
Dirty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get recognized. I don't get recognized very often in the wider world. But when I'm in town doing a show, we'll go. Maybe we'll have time to grab some dinner. We'll be out at a restaurant, and so will some subset of the audience be out at that same restaurant, and they'll recognize us because they're the only people who know who we are. I don't know. It's weird. It always makes me feel a little. No, I still find it very strange that when people are like, "Oh, you're," because as John has said, like we're human beings, I'm just me. I'm still just me. So like when somebody's like, "Oh my God," I'm like, what? It's weird.
I actually would like to thank you all for making my wife think that I'm really important. Because this setting, and of course at the Jonathan Coulton, Paul and Storm shows, are really the places where we are truly famous. We are famous to you, and we love that, and it echoes what both Will and I think Bill were saying, that it's just this awesome level of fame where there's a set of people who know what we do, and every once in a while you are spotted in the wild, and it is kind of special, but I can't imagine, well, for many reasons, being John Hodgman.
It was in my rider that I would not have to answer this question. But I will simply say this thing about it. I think what John Broderick, as many people have agreed, said was true, which is that it's always much better to be meeting people who really enjoy the work you do, because typically that's how it starts out, because your first fan base are people that you convince to come in to hear you, like your friends and your relatives. Do you know what I mean? They're into your work. And then there is something strange that happens, and I know that Will went through it, and particularly with television, that I did not expect coming through a creative world of writing and performing on stage and radio, which is all very sort of intimate and friendly, and everyone likes each other because it's a small, relatively small group. With television, there is a weird thing that happens where people are hypnotized by television, and they see you on television, and it's like you are magic. Yeah. And unlike radio, which is, where you, like when that woman heard you in the library, Peter, that's like listening to the radio for her. She might have thought the radio was on somewhere. That's the experience of listening to radio. It's like a friend talking in the other room. That's what radio feels like.